Imagine spotting the 2025 BMW 330i from across a crowded street. It doesn't just sit there, it commands attention. The front end showcases BMW's signature kidney grille, but here it's sleeker, sharper, and less polarizing than some of BMW's more controversial designs in recent years. Flanking it are adaptive LED headlights that stretch aggressively toward the fenders, giving the car a piercing, athletic stance. From the side, the 330i reveals its true character, a perfect blend of sport and elegance. The shoulder lines are taut, the proportions classic, and the low-slung profile hints at performance without screaming for attention. Subtle chrome touches balance out the sporty 18 or optional 19-inch alloy wheels, and a slightly wider rear track emphasizes stability. At the rear, L-shaped taillights deliver a modern 3D look, while the dual exhausts integrated neatly into the bumper remind you the sedan is no ordinary commuter. The whole package feels refined yet dynamic, like a tailored suit designed for someone who knows how to have fun after hours. But here's the suspense. Does the 330i's stunning exterior hint at a driving experience equally exciting, or is it just a pretty face? That's what we'll uncover as we dive deeper. Interior and technology. Step inside the 2025 BMW 330i, and you're immediately struck by how effortlessly it fuses tradition with innovation. The cabin doesn't just look premium, it feels intentional, almost like a tailor-made suit. Every detail, from the Vernasca leather seating to the open-pore wood trims and brushed aluminum accents, whispers craftsmanship. Even the seat stitching has been designed with purpose, reminding you this is more than transportation, it's a carefully crafted experience. Front and center sits BMW's latest iDrive 8.5 infotainment system, showcased on a sweeping 14.9-inch curved display that flows seamlessly into the 12.3-inch digital instrument cluster. Together, they create a panoramic digital cockpit that feels futuristic yet familiar. The interface itself is sleek and fluid, with wireless Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, and real-time navigation enhanced with augmented reality overlays. Add in gesture controls and natural voice recognition, and you get an interaction that feels closer to a conversation than a button press. Comfort hasn't been overlooked. Ambient lighting adjusts automatically to your mood, the panoramic sunroof floods the cabin with natural light, and available Harman Kardon audio transforms every drive into a private concert. Dual-zone climate control, customizable seat settings, and heated surfaces ensure both driver and passengers enjoy first-class treatment, no matter how long the journey. But the most fascinating element lies in BMW's growing use of AI-driven intelligence. The 330i doesn't just respond, it learns. Over time, it begins predicting your routes, adjusting climate preferences, and even tweaking your driving environment before you think to ask. Convenient? Absolutely. But it also raises an intriguing question. When your car knows you this well, is it an assistant or a co-pilot taking on a personality of its own? Performance and driving dynamics. Now, let's talk about the soul of the 2025 BMW 330i, its performance. Under the hood, a refined 2.0-liter twin-power turbo inline-4 engine produces 255 horsepower and 295 pound-feet of torque. While these numbers may not scream supercar, the story changes once paired with BMW's silky 8-speed automatic transmission. Together, they deliver instant responsiveness and a surge of confidence that feels more luxurious than raw aggression. The result? A 0 to 60 time of about 5.6 seconds, quick enough to thrill without sacrificing composure. Yet, the real charm of the 330i isn't acceleration alone, it's balance. Adaptive suspension dampers let you toggle between comfort and sport with the push of a button. One moment, the car glides like a luxury cruiser. The next, it sharpens into a precision tool, eager to carve through winding backroads. The steering is light yet incredibly communicative, often described as telepathic by those behind the wheel. Rear-wheel drive comes standard for purists who love dynamic handling, while BMW's xDrive all-wheel drive system is available for drivers needing extra confidence in wet or snowy conditions. Either way, the chassis feels composed, planted, and ready to inspire trust. Here's where things get intriguing. BMW has teased an enhanced driving assistant package for 2025. The exact details remain under wraps, sparking speculation. Will it edge closer to semi-autonomous driving, or will BMW double down on its reputation for driver-focused engagement? That tension between innovation and tradition is what makes the 330i's future so compelling. Safety and driver assistance. Safety is often overlooked in performance-focused cars, but the 2025 BMW 330i doesn't cut corners here. Standard across the lineup, you'll find forward collision warning with automatic emergency braking, lane departure warning, blind spot detection, and adaptive cruise control. These aren't gimmicks, they're the kind of features that can save lives in unexpected moments. BMW has also refined its semi-autonomous driving suite. The 330i now supports hands-free driving in limited highway conditions, using advanced sensors and cameras to monitor the road. Imagine cruising on a long stretch of interstate while the car subtly adjusts speed, lane position, and following distance for you. Of course, it still requires your attention, but the technology is steadily moving toward a future where driving is safer and less stressful. Another highlight is BMW's new cross-traffic alert system, which is particularly useful in crowded cities and parking lots. Pair that with a 360-degree camera system, and maneuvering the 330i in tight spots becomes surprisingly effortless. Yet here's the question. With so much reliance on driver assist technology, is the 330i inching closer to being more computer than car? Some enthusiasts might worry about losing the pure driving connection BMW is famous for. That debate makes the 2025 model especially intriguing. Pricing, trims, and final verdict. So, what does all this excellence cost? The 2025 BMW 330i starts at around $45,000, making it one of the most accessible entry points into the world of German luxury sports sedans. For that price, you get the turbocharged engine, a refined interior, and BMW's latest iDrive 9 system as standard. But as always with BMW, the options list is where things get interesting. Add the M Sport package, and suddenly you have sportier styling, adaptive suspension, and upgraded wheels, pushing the price closer to $50,000. Step into the premium or executive packages, and you're looking at features like head-up display, premium sound, and extended driver assistance tech, nudging the 330i toward the mid-$50K range. When stacked against rivals like the Audi A4, Mercedes C-Class, and even newer challengers like the Genesis G70, the BMW 330i walks a fine line. It isn't the cheapest, nor the most powerful, but it delivers a near-perfect balance of performance, luxury, and everyday usability. And here's the kicker. With EVs dominating headlines, the 330i proves there's still magic in a finely tuned gasoline sedan. The real question? Will this be one of the last great internal combustion 3 Series models before BMW shifts fully electric? That's the suspense every buyer now faces. The 2025 BMW 330i isn't just a car, it's a statement. Precision engineering, timeless design, and everyday practicality rolled into one. If you crave a sedan that excites and comforts in equal measure, this is it. Like, subscribe, and share for more in-depth reviews of automotive icons.